Today's video is all about cardamom. The spice so nice, you say it twice. Cardamom. So the inspiration for this video is actually these fancy green cardamom pods that I got for Christmas. And to show you the versatility of this wonderful spice, I actually have 3 recipes for you today. Turkish Coffee, Cardamom Hot Cocoa, and the classic Masala Chai. So without further ado, let's get started. Woo! For our Turkish coffee recipe, we'll start by pouring 2 cups of water into a smaller medium-sized pot. Add 2 to 3 tablespoons of sugar and then bring to a simmer. You can vary the amount of sugar based on how sweet you want your coffee. Personally, I don't like my coffee too sweet, so I only added 2 tablespoons. When the water comes to a simmer, go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of very finely ground coffee. Regular coffee grounds will not work for this. Your coffee should look like a powder. If you buy whole coffee beans at the store, there's usually a place where you can grind your coffee beans for free. So make sure to choose the finest setting on that grinder to get the right kind of coffee. After you add your coffee grounds, go ahead and add in our star ingredient, 2 to 4 crushed green cardamom pods, or around 1/4 teaspoon of ground cardamom. Allow the coffee to simmer, but don't stir the grounds. One of the defining features of Turkish coffee is the delicious foam that forms on top, and if you stir the coffee, the foam will not form. After a couple seconds, the coffee should start to foam up and rise. As soon as it does this, quickly remove the coffee from the heat and the foam should go back down. Then put the coffee back on the stove and let it rise again. Then take it off, pour it into a glass, and you're ready to enjoy your coffee. No milk or cream necessary. My coffee didn't foam up as much as I would have liked, which I think is because I had it boiling too rapidly. The delicate foam can only form if the grounds stay on top of the water, which is why we don't stir it. But if it's boiling too rapidly, it's all too easy for those precious grounds to slip under. So make sure to monitor your coffee bubblage closely to get the desired result. It may take a couple of tries to get just right, but the result is worth it. Next, we are going to make our Cardamom Hot Cocoa. To begin this recipe, we will pour 2 cups of milk into a pot along with around 8 crushed green cardamom pods and bring to a light simmer. While that is heating, place a half cup of chocolate chips and 2 tablespoons of butter into a bowl and melt that together. I did this with a double boiler because, I don't know, I thought it would be smoother or something, but really it's just easiest to do this in a microwave. Once your milk has been simmering for around 10 minutes to let all that cardamom flavor infuse, go ahead and turn off the heat and remove the cardamom pods with a fork. Then just add your chocolate and whisk thoroughly to completely combine. Optionally, you can also add around 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper for a bit of a spicy kick if you'd like. Then just pour into a glass and you're ready to enjoy. Finally, we are going to make our masala chai. For this recipe, we will need several spices including around 30 green cardamom pods, 12 whole cloves, 2 to 3 star anise, 2 to 3 teaspoons of whole peppercorns, and 1 stick of cardamom. I only had ground cinnamon, so I just used 1 tablespoon of that, but you should use a stick if you have it. We will put our spices into a medium pot and lightly toast them just enough to bring out their fragrance, being careful not to burn them. Then we will pour our spices into a blender and pulse it a couple times to lightly break up our spices. If you have a mortar and pestle, you can also use this to lightly crush up your spices. We will also grate around 2 tablespoons of fresh ginger. In order to brew our chai, we'll place 2 cups of water into a pot along with our spices and ginger and bring that to a boil. Then turn down the heat and let it simmer for around 10 minutes. Once the 10 minutes is up, turn off the heat and then add 2 tablespoons of loose leaf black tea. Let that steep for a couple minutes and then strain out the spices to get our chai concentrate. Add around 2 tablespoons of sugar and mix to dissolve. To serve, just fill a glass halfway with our concentrate and then add milk until the glass is full. Then you've done it. You've made masala chai. So let's take a look at our 3 wonderful cardamom-y drinks, shall we? So today we made 3 different recipes featuring cardamom: Turkish coffee, Cardamom Hot Cocoa, and Masala Chai. Each one of these drinks has its own unique flavor, but the cardamom shines through in each one, giving them a wonderful aroma and taste. The green cardamom pods I had worked great for these recipes and tasted amazing, but if you're in a pinch, all of these recipes can be made with ground cardamom as well. I'll put all the recipes down in the description with measurements for both pods and ground cardamom, as well as a link to where I ordered the cardamom pods if you'd like some of your own. I really hope you have the chance to try out these recipes, and if you do, let me know how it goes. With that being said, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and consider sharing it with your friends. Otherwise, stay tuned and I will see you next time with a new video. Bye!